Hey everyone, welcome to the course. I'm glad that you're here. And I want to jump right in with asking you a question. And that is, have you ever had the thought of, I don't think I'm an alcoholic, but I'm also not totally in control. I'm not sure what to do. And if some variation of that has ever gone through your head, then this course is for you. You are in the right place. Maybe you've tried to cut back. Maybe you've done dry January. Maybe you've tried counting your drinks. Maybe you've made rules that you continuously break and you keep falling back into the same cycle. And speaking from experience, I know how exhausting that could be. And I'm here to tell you that's not because you're broken. It's because most of the things that are out there, programs, books, challenges, they only deal with behavior and not what's actually driving those behaviors. And in this course, we're going to get into real habit change grounded in neuroscience. Because here's the truth, if your biology is off, then your brain will keep reaching for the alcohol as relief. And until you support your system, you're not just fighting a habit, you're actually fighting your own chemistry. Now, who am I? Why am I here? And why am I qualified to talk? Well, first, I want to say I didn't start this work with all the answers. In fact, I started it because I was stuck. I didn't have the answers, and nothing I tried was working. I started drinking pretty normal, like everyone else in college. And as that party scene faded, the wine actually continued and stayed. And it became a nightly habit. Work's over, time to relax. That was my only way to hit the light switch. But over time, that one glass turned into two, two turned into three, and then it easily could be more than a bottle and sometimes two. And even though I thought I was still functioning, I would still get up and get to work. I would still show up for my family. I was waking up not the best version of myself. I was waking up foggy. I would wake up with anxiety. I was frustrated with myself because I was continuously breaking promises. And I really wanted to show up the way I saw myself being for my wife, for my kids, and especially for me. And even though I didn't identify as alcoholic, alcohol had absolutely become a problem in my life. And honestly, I tried everything. I approached it like everything sports, work. I gave it a real effort. I tried challenges, books, willpower. I even did hypnosis. And sometimes I do okay for a little while. But as always, I'd fall back into those old patterns, and it was exhausting. It felt like my brain had a mind of its own. I felt like I had control in most areas of my life, but this one, I just couldn't figure it out. So honestly, I started digging deeper. I dove into the neuroscience of habit formation. I read about cognitive behavioral therapy, the biology of cravings and sleep and anxiety. And that's when things started to click. I started to apply the science. I started supporting my body. I started rewiring my habits. And over time, the mental noise just stopped. And since then, I've written a book, No Willpower Required, a neuroscience approach to change your habits with alcohol. And that was a bestseller on Amazon. I was really proud of that. I also launched a podcast that now reaches over 400,000 people a week. I've been doing that for over 2 years now. And more recently, I started Cloud9 to help support people's bodies and behaviors around alcohol. But this one is personal. If you are ready to try something that meets you where you are and not where someone else thinks you should be, well, then you're in the right place. So let's get started, and I'll see you in the next lesson.